Laurie, I am so excited that you've taken this time to have a conversation with me because, as soon as I met you, I was so lit up and excited to introduce you to my people. So, anybody that knows me knows that I really care and serve heart-centered entrepreneurs. They have a deep mission, that something they went through in life got them to that place where they now teach it. It could be somebody that became a doctor because somebody was sick in their family. It could be somebody that's a Reiki master because they needed to learn about energy, but there is a deep need. And I also seen that you were different. Laurie, you're different because you care so deeply about people's message and that they reach their audience. So for me, if somebody has this message and then they shrink back because they think they can't speak out loud or they can't teach a course or they don't have the confidence or the clarity of which message should I talk about, that just breaks my heart. And I know that when I told you that, it broke yours too as well. So can you tell me a little bit about why you've decided to serve the heart-centered entrepreneurs?
Oh, absolutely, Debbie. And thank you for this introduction. And we can go into 100,000 rabbit holes, but is it okay if I just tell a little personal story about, like, let's say 7-year-old Lori? Because sometimes people see me now, shine on helping people on a TEDx stage. They see me next to Nick Santanastasso or Dean Graziosi introducing me on a stage in front of 10,000 people. But what they often forget is the 7-year-old Lori who was afraid to speak up, afraid to be seen. My mom actually had to make photos of my teachers before the summer holiday so I can look at their photos the whole entire summer so I could get familiar with their face so I would actually be willing to just step over the doorstep, you know? Um, and I've I've learned a ton along the way. And that's what makes me now so passionate because I remember myself and I remember the fears that I went through. At the same time, the desire that I had to at least ask a question or later in life to help other people, but I was just not comfortable enough to raise my hand. And then, we talked a little bit about this before because when you kind of finally get the confidence, or if you're willing to serve is going to be higher than the pain of not speaking up, when you're over that barrier, then the next question becomes, what am I going to share? Because can we agree that we all have more than one thing that we're passionate about, or am I the only one? Right? And then, there's next struggles and next struggles. And what I found over this, what I call transformational speaking journey, is that there's always a next level to gain. And what I'm most passionate about is helping people actually care, getting those capabilities and getting those skills so we can all help more people.
Wow. I love the passion. You pull people in right with that alone. Tell me about this experience that you're putting on September 16th, and why is it different than other experiences that I've invited people into?
Yeah. And I want to make sure, Debbie, that it's really, really easy for everybody who's watching this. So I'm gonna make sure that you got the link. So you just have to click down below and it's completely for free. Okay. We really want you to get all that knowledge. 2-hour experience. It's not a masterclass, it's not a training, it's an experience. You're gonna have some fun. And what might make this different, but I think the best way to find out is actually to check it out, is that we always look through 3 different lenses. Okay. One I already exposed you to. So there's 2 left. Okay. What I said, we're going to make it easy. So the first one is we're going to make it as easy as possible. Like, I've been obsessing over this for 7+ years. I'm not like 60 something, that's quite a lot of part of my life. Obsessed about how can I help mission-driven people stand up for who they are, speak their truth, and then scale up their impact and income. So that's not step number 1. Step number 2, and maybe I hope you feel it a little bit, it's not just the intellectual understanding. It's also, I don't know what kind of like background I create. I feel like an angel. We always love to make some fun. Don't be surprised if we start the training with a beautiful song. So, and I will sing for you. It's not going to be beautiful, but it's going to be fun for sure. And then the last one is impactful, because I truly believe when we make it easy and fun, it becomes impactful. Impactful for your audience, impactful for yourself, impactful for your wallet. And let's dive in here a little bit, Debbie, because let's be frank. When we talk about speaking, you might, watching this video think, okay, Laurie, I already paused it. I'm checking in. I'm clicking on the link. I'm signing up already. I have 2 screens. We're still listening. We're still going on. But maybe part of you is like, okay, I would love to do this. I just don't feel, if I'm there yet. And I think what makes this course different as well is I'm not doing it alone. I have some amazing, amazing people that also help me on my journey, feeling more comfortable with who I am. Because what if public speaking is also a magnifying glass of fears and patterns that are already within you? And what if this is an amazing opportunity to see them and then to heal them and clear them, so you're not only owning the stage, but you're actually owning the stage of life, and you're just speaking up for who you really are.
Mm. Laurie, thank you so much for taking the time to share that with us. And I can't wait for Monday.
Yeah. We'll see you there, Debbie.
Okay, so I'm joined by the amazing Laurie Mabelis. Laurie, thank you so much for taking time to have a conversation with me tonight about your incredible new speaking class that you're going to be running next Monday, the 16th. Is that right? What time is it? 7 p.m. UK time. Do I have that right?
Yes, absolutely. Going Monday already, so you're on time.
I know. So I spent an amazing weekend. In fact, it was a whole 7 days at UPW with Tony Robbins last week. I'm a senior leader with Tony's organization. And I got the chance to present to the crew. Laurie was one of the crew at that event. And I remember actually just before I was going to do my presentation, I've worked with Laurie for a long time. I've learned an incredible amount from that. And she's absolutely revolutionized how I speak and show up in all of my conversations. But I remember I just had that kind of little doubt in my mind, Laurie, and I bumped into you in our breakout room, in our crew room, and you just gave me just the most perfect advice, exactly what I needed, about an hour before I was doing my presentation. And it was just everything that I needed. And I think that's one of your skills, Laurie, knowing exactly what is the thing in that moment that is going to turn people to the best version of their speaker. So thank you for that. What are we going to get in this new experience that you're putting on for us on Monday?
Yeah. Well, and I appreciate you sharing that. And I lit up in that moment, and I'm kind of like lit up now. It's that much excitement for what's gonna come. And I think what you just shared is a perfect summary of what's going to happen on Monday, September 16th, which, by the way, Luke, I will make sure that you get the link so we can drop it down below so it's easy for people to sign up. Is really basically, how do you get, okay, I'm going to share something. I'm going to have a presentation. I want to create a reel. I want to get an outcome through communication, to get a clear and concise message where, and that's what you did so incredibly amazing on that stage with Tony Robbins, is to be your authentic self. Because sometimes we have in our mind, okay, am I good enough? Is my message truly worth sharing? Is there an audience waiting for me? And on the other side is like, okay, let's over rehearse it. Let's think of every word. And I think the magic really happens when those two worlds merge, and when you can be your authentic self and you get your message out in a clear and concise way. And we're going to share that for free, because I believe, and I know that you believe that too, Luke, because that's why we're having this fun recording, is that we want you as a watcher to stand up for who you are and to speak up through your audience. Because can we both agree, Luke, that the world needs some more heart-centered leaders? And that's what this Monday 16th is all about. And I'm really stoked to share what I've learned along the way of years of doing this, working with incredible people, TEDx, all those beautiful things, and share this for free. So
yeah, actually, can you just mention that, Laurie? Because you do work with a lot of people. So when I first started working with you, you're kind of, your gig and how you present yourself was, hey, I'm a TEDx speaker coach. You know, that's a pretty big thing, because, you know, I think like a lot of people, particularly leaders, they think, I want to be a TEDx speaker. And that was your foundation. But who else have you been working with in the time since I've known you?
Yeah. So that's indeed like I can own it a little bit more. Like I am a TEDx speakers coach, which basically means that I pick speakers to stand on stage. Don't DM me if you want a TEDx. It's not how it works. Just come and see how you can become the speaker on the 16th of September. But I basically pick the speakers and then help them shine on stage. And I'm also really working really closely with Dean Graziosi. Maybe you've heard of that name. If not, then I don't.
Love Dean Graziosi.
Yeah, you kind of want to Google him. But he works closely with Tony Robbins as well, and then with Nick Santanastasso, which you might have heard through Tony as well. Those are kind of my buddies in this business area, and we're just helping each other grow, and that's what we're doing now as well.
And you shared something with Laurie, and I don't know whether you can share this, but you've had a couple of your graduates go on to some really big things, haven't you? Could you tell us a little bit about what's in store for people that just start working with you and what the future could look like?
Yeah, absolutely. And there are some really epic things regarding Shark Tank, regarding like really amazing upgrades in like a corporate setting. Um, but maybe something that I really want to share, Luke, is people who are afraid to speak up and now don't think twice when an opportunity comes. Better yet, they actually start to recognize that speaking opportunities all around us, and people who did not have any coaching clients now have 6 paid people that they can work with, that they can transform their lives, and they're actually having income. Like some stats are incredible, like people that I worked with and did make an investment. Like I'm doing this totally for free, but I've also some high impact programs that people, make an investment for that got a 5x return within the time we worked together, directly based on what they learned, and those things are just incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's very true what you said there. It's not about the stages. A lot of people think they're going to speak on a stage, but we speak every single day to an audience, don't we? Whether it's one person, two people, three people in a meeting, in a corporate environment, in a bus stop. I've had incredible conversations, which have turned into opportunities just standing in like the supermarket or, at a different conference or event. So everywhere is a speaking opportunity when you're a leader and a speaker. So
Yes.
I want to encourage everybody, whatever you are doing, whether you own your own business, whether you're working in a corporate environment, whether you just want to get better at speaking and communicating, Laurie's free event next week is going to be absolutely packed with the kind of advice that I've used to become a much better speaker. And I encourage all of you to do it because I want everybody to get Laurie's message that anyone can be an amazing speaker if you're willing to put the work in and you want to get your heart on show and on stage to the people who you communicate with. So Laurie, thanks for taking this time to spend time with me. I can't wait to see you next Monday.
Yes, and just a one little incentive. This is not for you if you don't like to have fun. Like I have an UFO on my head. We believe in magic in this world, okay? We love to have fun and laugh a bit in the process. I honestly love to see you because you're all the way here in this video. This means something. Just click the freaking link and show up on Monday. We're gonna see each other live, and I'm stoked to meet you.
Perfect.
All right. This is great. This is so awesome. Okay.
Thanks, Luke. Thanks for showing us how to do that. So fun.
Awesome.
Who's next?
So I would love to go next because I actually have a podcast to.
And she has taught me a very transformational thing that is the business model of being myself. So through that, I have really breakthrough many different things. And the system that she has put in place have made a transformation in myself. And now I'm super excited to share this with you because I also want this transformation for you. So Laurie, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what is it, what you do, and what is it different from other things that people might be getting to know out there?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's possible today. No, I'm joking. I always love to make some jokes. No, absolutely. And I love that you're watching this video. And Mauricio, I'm so super proud of you because I know that we started working together with you wanting to have more income and more impact. And throughout the journey, what we found, right, it's not just about like creating an absolute killer keynote and standing on stages, but it was also really dissecting like what does speaking mean to you and what is saved in your body. And I don't know if you want to share some stuff about that, but just to keep it vague and giving you the freedom to tell what you want to tell, is there were some really interesting connections that were more based on your youth and some patterns within your family that really created a lot of foundational work to actually go out there. So what I
Yeah.
really love about this, yeah, you go.
No, I work with different coaches in different moments, and of course, you get different breakthroughs and different insights. But I did have very, very deep insight and breakthrough working with Laurie, and it made me, light up and feel more comfortable in my own skin. So that was a big transformation as well. So I thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's beautiful to see you and other people go through it, right? Because what if public speaking is a little bit of a metaphor, what I like to call a picture statement, a reflection of who you are when you're seen in your most vulnerable. And what if we can actually own that vulnerable part of ourselves in the most scary place, which is called public speaking? Um, so yeah, September 16th, this Monday, we're actually hosting like a 2-hour free transformational experience because I'm so passionate about bringing this transformation to everybody in the world that we're just opening up the floodgates. So you can sign up now for free, or not really for free. You're paying with the most valuable asset you have, which is your time. But if you're willing to be present and willing to be playing full out, then I can assure you that you will go through a transformation where you will reach that next level speaking version of you. So
Yeah, it's a great investment, and as I can assure you, besides the transformation, you're gonna have fun. It's gonna be easy, and that's something that Laurie told me as well. It can be fun, it can be easy, it can be playful, it can be, and that's something I'm reconnecting with. And I thank you, Laurie, for also showing me that way. And guys, really, this is something to share with all of your friends, everyone who is, if either in the corporate world or either in the entrepreneurship world, or if you are a family business leader and want to go to the other side, I can assure you that telling your story and bringing your message out there and taking what Laurie told me, that every opportunity is a stage. That's gonna be very, very helpful for yourself, for your business, for your family, and for your transformation. And it's gonna have an impact not only um, in the sense of the monetary rewards, but also in the quality of your life. So thank you, Laurie, for taking this time, and thank you again for pushing me, for making me run, for making me go further and tap into my own potential and be more of me, be more of myself. Thank you so much.